We're here sitting here with Mike C from the Silverbacks. This is Ryan from MMA Scoops. I want to ask you, Mike, first and foremost, how's your training going?
Training's going great. I feel like I'm in the best shape I've been for any IFL fight, so I can't wait to just cut the weight and get the fight over with.
Yeah, right. We were talking about your weight cutting. You said you do that a lot. So what do you think about Alex? I know you beat him in kind of a controversial split decision. I wouldn't really say so, but I mean, are you going to be looking for a knockout because of it, or what are your thoughts on Alex?
I definitely I think he's a great fighter, and he's a lot more well-rounded than I thought he was going to be. I underestimated him the first time, and I won't make that mistake again. I went in there the first time thinking I was going to walk through him, and it didn't happen like that. But I mean, I think I should have won a unanimous decision first time.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's a split. I still got the win.
Yeah.
I definitely like to finish this fight.
Yeah, good. I was kind of thinking the same thing there. All right, well, let's talk about Miletich for a minute. I mean, MFS has quite the reputation as being one of the harder hitting gyms in MMA. Talking about your daily practices and whatnot. So, what's it like training there with a bona fide legend like Pat?
Oh man, Pat's like he's amazing, really. I mean, I always say he's like Pat Miletich to MMA is like Dan Gable to wrestling. He's that guy who is one of the world's best fighters, but an even better coach. So I'm blessed to be able to train here under the, watchful eye of him, helping me, and he's so well-rounded. I mean, if I ask him, he knows the answer. So I mean, there's no way I can lose, with him in my corner. So there's no one else I'd rather train under. I moved my whole life from Pennsylvania here just to be part of Pat's team. So,
Yeah, that's right. I saw you. Me and you were from the same area. I was born in Lancaster General Hospital back in 1983.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm actually from Lancaster. You're from Harrisburg, right?
My mom lives in Harrisburg. I'm actually 40 minutes north of a small town called Williamstown, PA.
Oh, yeah. I know Williamstown. My dad did business around there.
I went to Williams Valley High School.
Yeah, did you do any wrestling, I assume? I didn't check up on that.
Actually, I played all the traditional sports, growing up, baseball, football, basketball, and then I started taking martial arts lessons and, MMA. I started learning that stuff, and I go, man, I need to learn how to wrestle,
Yeah.
So I actually walked on to Lock Haven University, went to the boxing and wrestling team, and the coaches thought it was crazy. They were like, how'd you do in high school? I go, I never wrestled. And they were like, this guy's crazy, man.
Right on. Yeah.
They're like, why do you want to come here and wrestle guys who are 3 or 4 times state champs and national champs and all Americans if you never wrestled before? And I was like, I knew back in my head I need to learn how to wrestle if I want to be a good MMA fighter, and that's what I was looking to be as an MMA fighter.
So it's kind of something you've always wanted to do then, huh?
I'm like, well, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to be one of those guys that pulls guard all the time, so I'm going to learn how to wrestle,
Right, so it's kind of something you've always wanted to do, even since you were a little kid?
Yeah, the first time I've seen MMA fights, I go, man, I was captivated, I started writing stuff down, trying to learn moves and figure stuff out, and I was like, I knew right away, I'm like, one day this is something I'm going to do, and along the way, a lot of people thought I was crazy, or a lot of people thought I wouldn't make it, and there were people with, people I think sometimes are not jealous, but they're looking at you like, hey man, this guy's trying to do something. And they're like, I'm not trying to do something, so I'm going to try to knock him down so he's not doing that too. And a lot of people don't laugh and told me I wouldn't make it and this and that. And then here I am, fighting for MFS in the IFL and winning 4 fights in a row, so.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. You're on a 4-fight winning streak. I mean, obviously, at 11-2 and whatnot, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to be getting offers. Or would you like to stay with the IFL?
Yeah, I'm actually 12-2, but yeah.
Sorry.
I'm very happy with. I'm actually 12-2 my record.
Yeah, I said sorry.
But I'm actually really happy with the IFL, and all my best friends are on the team. Like my teammates are not just guys who train in my gym; they're my best friends in the gym. So it's like there's nowhere else I'd rather be right now. I'm totally satisfied with the IFL, and I just want to keep winning. I just take it one. I know there's all Grand Prix coming up, all kind of stuff, but I'm just taking one fight at a time. The only thing I want to think about is Alex Shonar.
For sure. So what drew you to the IFL? Was it the team concept or something else? The money or?
I like a lot of things. I mean, the team concept's awesome because we have guys that are, we're all cutting weight, we're all dieting, we're all doing the same things, we're on the same schedule, so that really helps out a lot. And I like the fact there's no elbows in the IFL because I don't want to be getting 6-inch gashes above my eyes and take time off for a cut or lose a fight that I was dominating because of a cut, stuff like that. I like that too. I just think the IFL is heading in the right direction. They're really trying to, cater to the fighter, instead of, just like, they're not out for themselves, they're really out to make the fighter successful. They're really trying to promote us and get us what we deserve, the paydays and the exposure and everything else.
Yes, those infamous paydays we hear so much about.
I mean, I put in so much work and time, and I take so many beatings in practice. I mean, I need to get paid. I'm not one of those guys that's like, I'm in this for the love of the sport. That's why I started, because I love competition. I love mixed martial arts and how you don't got to be the biggest, strongest guy to win, and it's really scientific and technical, and there's a lot of thinking and mental concepts to the sport, and I love that. But it's like, at the same time, I'm putting myself on the line out there, to entertain people, so I want to get paid, make it worth my while.
Oh, man, I don't disagree with you at all. I remember I always go back to that Babalu and Chuck fight that they did, I don't know, about a year ago. And
I've seen every fight you can imagine, man. If you've seen my tape collection, I mean...
Oh, no, I'm feeling you. What I was saying is, I mean, Babalu got paid $16,000 for that when it was, I mean, the gate on that fight and the pay-per-view buys. I understand that fighting in certain organizations brings its perks, but I mean, from what I've heard, the IFL really treats its fighters well, and you seem real happy.
I mean, yeah, Babalu's top. I mean, he's top 5, top 10 in the world, and he's getting paid. He's not getting paid much more than I am,
Yeah, I know. It really is amazing.
The IFL, the up-and-comers are getting paid as much as the guy who's top 10,
Yep, and I mean, it's just growing. I mean, that TV contract's great for you, and I think this, I mean, we were talking about the Grand Prix, but I mean, what do you think? I really think having those belts and having that established rank, you know what I mean? And, I mean, I love the team concept personally, but I just think, that belt system probably should have been implemented, and now they are. I mean, are you pretty stoked about that?
I'm excited about maybe winning a belt and winning a world title.
Yeah.
A world title, but I'm not sure about. I don't really know what I think about it, because I mean, what's going to happen to the guy who wins the world individual title? Is he off the team? And I don't know what's going to happen. And
Yeah.
it's going to affect teams. If we lose Ben Rothwell, Rory Markham, and Bart, I mean, that's going to obviously affect our team.
Most definitely.
I just don't know. I'm just going to see how it plays out and see what happens. I mean, it's exciting to be able to win a team world title and an individual world title.
Yeah.
So we'll just see what happens, man. I mean, I think about it now. I'm like, I don't want to say like, lots of people fight in small shows and be like, oh, I'm a world champion, but like, really right now the Silverbacks are the defending IFL world champions. So.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I was.
I'm pretty proud of for our team, and sometimes we don't even realize. Like Rory Markham said to me the other day, he goes, we're actually the defending world champions, man. I go, you know what, we are. We're as far as the IFL, we're the IFL world champion.
Yeah, that's no joke, and I mean, the people that watch the IFL and the people that really understand it and know the level of talent that, I mean, I from Fabio Leopoldo to some of the other guys in your weight classes, your team is, I mean, obviously Militich students, but I mean, like you said, Bart, Rory, yourself, and then you got Ben knocking it out. I know we saw Near in the Chicago against Mark Miller, but I mean, I don't know how much time he had to get to prep for that, and maybe the anxiousness of being in a new org or whatever. But no doubt the level of talent's amazing. You've got to be pretty excited about that.
Fabio Leopoldo is actually fighting at 185 now, but he's going to 155. But this fight just popped up, and we needed someone, so he's kept up, and he was only weighing 169. So he gave up a lot of size, and he got in there and he fought. He got hit with a perfect punch. So there's all kind of talent. The IFL. If anyone thinks the IFL can't compete with some other organizations, they're crazy. We got guys like Chris Verdesky, Vladimir Matyshenko, the whole Silverback team. There's just, the talent is, I mean, it's ridiculous,
Yeah, and I mean, I was thinking about Benji too, over with the Anaconda.
Benji's awesome. I like him a lot. He's a great guy, awesome fighter. He could be top 10 if he was in another organization right now. He'd be top 10 in the big shows too.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's I'm really excited. I'm hoping people are going to catch on and realize the talent, because I think the hardcore fans do, and I think there is a good number of the hardcore fans. But I think we definitely need to turn some more people onto it so they can get excited. I got my buddies watching it and everything, and slowly but surely they're coming along once they see the bangers that you guys got.
Yeah, if you think about it this way, like, okay, look at all the top coaches in the sport and the guys who are known for producing champions. Pat Militich, Renzo Gracie, all these guys. These are the guys who are representing the IFL, so they're putting